the situation in Brazil is unbelievable. I mean, even I can't even, sometimes it's hard to find words to express that. To every person that I know besides our team is grieving. We don't have time to grieve from one friend or one relative, and then we have another bad news that someone has passed. So it's a trauma that's affecting all of us in the country. Sometimes when I think about my family and my relatives and the groups and the staff, I mean, sometimes this question comes up to my mind is, who would be the next? So now I have friends in the hospital, and our staff, they have friends in the hospital, but then sometimes we are, okay, who would be the next? Because every day we are receiving bad news. Tearfund Brazil work closely to pastors and leaders and other Christian organizations. People are just exhausted. And I mean, I just even got emotional because people are exhausted. And I mean, we had some suicides among them. And I got emotional because we are trying to work with them. So what we did for months last year was every week we are holding a meeting. So inviting pastors and leaders and our partners just to come and share. And we're listening and we are sharing best practice, what they are doing, about their feelings, I mean, how we can support them. So one thing that we are going to do now, as I have mentioned, it's a new project, is in trauma resilience and peace building. And we really want to share any kind of knowledge on trauma resilience, how we can help them and how they can help themselves so they can help others. But also, we still have hope. We do have hope, and we know that God is in control. I mean, we are not lost. God is in control. And what has given us hope is to work with the churches. So Tearfund in Brazil, we having, since the pandemic started last year in March, I mean, we have worked with our partners. So for emergency relief projects like distribution food and other kinds of items that could help the communities, but also work with church networks and church leaders and different kinds of projects and see their resilience and how they have been upfront to respond, to support the communities, to bring hope, to being salt and light. Now we are developing, just starting a new project on trauma resilience and peace building and advocacy. So we have been engaging with groups that have been doing a lot of advocacy around vaccination. So fair vaccination, and also, how people can be protected, and also work with indigenous groups, riverside groups, very vulnerable groups that has, as I told you, that have been under other kinds of needs and trauma. So we are working with these groups to support these communities. The role of the church in this situation is fundamental. I would say vital, crucial. I have no words to describe that, because now that people are feeling they are lost, the church can bring this sense of belonging. So when we are facing this kind of trauma, people need to regain, to recover their belonging, their sense of belonging, hope, and security. And we need to feel that we are safe. And the church, has this message. Our message is about hope. It's about belonging. It's about inclusion. So yes, so the role of the church it's crucial. Churches are everywhere in Brazil. They are in São Paulo, that's the biggest city in Brazil, but also they are in the riverside communities. They are in the indigenous communities. So we are everywhere. So we can help there in the ground. And also we can do a lot of advocacy, because as we work in unity, we are strong, and we have this message of love, hope. There's a the future is good. I believe that we are going to recover, and the church, the role of the church is fundamental. It's crucial. I mean, we can lead this way in love and unity and bring hope. I mean, we can lead this the way that we are going to reemerge, and I hope and we are working that we can reemerge better.